Good afternoon, my name is Lane. This is a quick video of my 79 Pontiac Trans Am 10th anniversary. It is one of, I believe, 1,817 models with the 404 speed. It is a numbers matching car, at least as it relates to the block on the engine and to the VIN. I haven't checked the transmission, so I don't know for sure. The car is reading almost 31,000 miles on the odometer. I can't say for sure whether or not that's 30,000 miles or 131. My guess would be 131. I have some evidence that it's been repainted at some point, but it's a nice looking car. As you can tell, the compressor for the air conditioning is missing. But the numbers on the block there do match. It has a replacement Edelbrock intake and an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor. I was told when I bought it a couple years ago that the engine had been rebuilt, and at that time probably had less than 2,000 miles on it. I rarely drive the car. I've probably put less than 150 miles on it. It generally just sits in the garage. As you see, it is how it came out of the garage from being in there all winter. I do keep a cover on it, but it's a dusty old garage, and it does still get a little bit dirty. The body is straight. There are no big dents, anything like that. The wheels are in very nice shape. On this side, I'm not seeing any curb rash on any of the wheels. People have asked questions. It does have 4-wheel disc brakes. It is essentially, from what I can tell, most of the original components are here. The car should probably have a matte black trim around the windows instead of this chrome. Overall, I'd say the paint job is pretty good on the car. There are a couple places that I've spoken to some of you about where some of the prep work probably could have been a little bit better. I'll take you up to the front here. Let me show you these wheels. They're in great shape. I don't see any curb rash there. No curb rash on that wheel there. Talking about some prep work in the paint job, most of it I see is in the bumper. You can't really probably tell, but there's a little bubble here in the paint. Another one here. To the age of the bumper, you very slightly see some cracks under the paint and the plastic. That's pretty common on these cars. The front spoiler is all intact, and underneath is there, right in the middle there is a little bit of a mark from somebody probably either parking or pulling into a driveway or something. The car has its spray nozzle for its windshield washer, coolant reservoir, and coming around the car, everything is straight. One thing that I've told people is that there are some signs of some hail damage or something at some point. Was not disclosed to me when I bought it. It's very hard to see in the light, and it's mostly in the top here. One thing that I didn't notice, but that I see now having it out here in the daylight, is there's a crack in the paint right here, a little crack there, and that's really about it. I guess for the perfectionist, they could have that top painted that gray color without having to go to a ton of work. There are a couple of spots in the on the fender here, very, very faint. I think a dentless removal guy could probably take that out for not much money. The radio antenna here is missing. I do not have that. As I've also told people, I do not have the compressor for the car. On the inside here, as we open the door, the interior is in pretty nice shape. The seats appear to be original to me. There's a little bit of wear here on the bolster, smaller than my thumbnail. Of course, some wear in the seat and the leather, but no tears, no stitching coming apart, anything like that. The back seat looks good as well. Carpets look good. They could probably stand to be cleaned, but they're in pretty good shape. The headliner up here appears to have been replaced. That dome light is not correct. Goes without saying that the steering wheel is not correct. I do have another steering wheel that I'd put in with that. Inside the T-handle shifter, it's a Hurst shifter, presumably original to the car. It should have a different shift knob on it. The AM/FM 8-track is in here. It does work. At least it powers up. If I can get the key on here. But I don't get any sound coming out of the speakers. In the camera, it looks like this is blinking, but it's not. The tachometer here has just recently started acting weird. I think it might have a loose wire, but at startup it generally shows. Sits at about 4,500 RPMs. All the rest of the gauges work. The clock does not work. That brake light stays on. So probably just a wire down there where the emergency brake pedal is. The car sounds very good. Looking inside the doors here, everything looks pretty good. This piece of weather stripping here is coming unattached from the door. Sometimes it'll stick here. In some places I see a little bit of red, and I don't know if that's a primer or maybe at one time the car was painted red. I'm not really sure. The door panels look good. The armrest here is missing a screw. I'll put that in before it goes anywhere. But it has the mirror adjustment. The power locks are not working. The power windows do. The dash, it has a cover on it. I don't know what condition the dash is underneath, but it's probably not noticeable unless you know what you're looking for. But I'm disclosing as much as I can here. I'm going to go back outside. Car is sitting here at idle. No smoke, no anything. It does have the correct exhaust tips on it, but they're not adjusted. They're not coming out where they really should be. Opening up the trunk here, it has a pad in it. There's the an original steering wheel. I don't know if it's original to the car, but it's gray and it really needs to be redone. It's been sprayed in here. I don't see any signs of rust holes, anything like that. I do see signs of a mouse, but all in all, things look pretty good in there. Underside of the trunk looks nice. Back bumper looks pretty good. So we will close that. The automatic button works. Going through some of this, there's a little bit of aging here. Again, these things tend to get cracks in their plastic, but it's not very noticeable. You know, again, the car does show pretty well. I'm probably way underselling it here, but I want somebody who's not around to view the car to be able to get an idea of what it's all about. Again, the car's sitting here at idle. Everything sounds good. No knocks, no oil drips, nothing like that. You can see around the shaker here, it should have a rubber seal that's not here. I think that's about $45. Hood closes well and closes solidly. This hinge back here could use an adjustment, but pushing it down, they tend to get a rise there. The quarters all are very solid, from what I can tell. And I think that's probably about it. Let me get a shot inside this door here. Again, this panel looks nice. Inside the door there. Bottom edge looks good. And the door stops here. I don't see any bubbling rust. They tend to bubble a lot in here from what I understand. Looking inside the in between the door here, things look good down in here from what I can tell. As I mentioned, I do see in spots where there's a little bit of red here and there, and I don't know what that means. But the grab bar here, it's got black grommets on it. I don't know if that has to relate to the fact that it has a dash pad on it or not. But you can see there's a little bit of wear there from somebody grabbing onto it. So I think that's about it. Again, let me just go around the car. Little squeak there, I don't know what that is. There's a mark in this door here. It's not a dent or anything like that, probably buffed out. Bottom of the fenders look good. Little imperfection in the paint right here, about the size of my dirty thumbnail. All in all, everything matches up pretty well. Little variance in the gap here around the door, but very nice car for the money. It gets compliments everywhere I go, and it's a rare car. They're going to be the next big thing. They certainly, in my eyes, are much more interesting than a Chevelle or any other car that just seems pretty much run-of-the-mill to me. So there you have it. That's the shape that it came in out of the garage. No tire shine or anything on the wheels, but very nice car. A very rare car at this point for $14,000. So Thanks for looking, and feel free to email me if you have any questions.